Walking home and talking low. Seeing shows and even close with you.
Hey guys, so to start off, I'm going to apply a primer all over my face. This is just going to make the makeup last a lot longer and apply a lot smoother. And then I'm going to take my full coverage foundation by Tarte. This is the Clay Amazonian foundation in Fair Sand. And I love this foundation. If you have oily skin and you like full coverage, you will dig this foundation. It is an amazing product, I think. Now taking my Lorac, no, it's behind the scenes, not like camera action. Anyways, I'm taking that primer and I'm applying this all over the lids, and I'm going to use my beauty blender to just smoothen that out a little bit better. And this is optional, but I personally like to use it. I'm using a cream black shadow as a base on my lids. If you don't have one, you can just use a liner of some sort all over your lids. Busting out my Lorac Pro palette, I'm taking this matte black shade and I'm packing this onto the lids. I am going to be applying tons of this, just packing it on top because I want this to be as black as possible. Sometimes when you don't put a good enough layer of black on your lids and you blend it out, and over the day it can kind of start to look more gray than black. And I don't want that to happen. I want it to be as dark and inky as possible, so I'm just applying a ton of this. And now that we look super cute, I'm going to blend this out so it's not so intense. Taking a light brown shade, I'm going to apply this into the crease. This is just going to create that gradient effect. And this is pretty much just, this beginning part is pretty much just a basic smoky eye. If you just wanted a basic smoky eye, you could just use these two shades. It's really easy. But, you know, I can't do basic. I have to go full glam all the time, so it's not going to work out for me, but if that's what you want. Taking buff, I'm using this to just blend out those shades that are up there underneath it, if that makes any sense. Probably not. And then using Snow, which is just a shimmery white shade, to highlight my brow bone. Taking the Naked palette by Urban Decay, I'm taking Half Baked, and I'm placing this in the inner corner lower lash line and the first part of the lid, so any intense gold you have will work. Now for concealer, I'm using the Hard Candy Glamoflauge concealer in light because I'm very pale right now. Haven't applied any self-tanner. You guys should see my legs. They're scary. They're so white. It's not even cute. But I'm using this everywhere I want to highlight and contour. Not contour, conceal. And I'm boosting this with the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer just to add a little bit more brightening effect. So I kind of like how this looks whenever I mix it with other concealers. And of course I have to blend this all out with a damp beauty sponge. This is the Real Technique Beauty Blender. Now taking this Fit Me kind of concealer or foundation, I'm using it to contour. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should use to contour, please let me know because I really want to try something new because I'm getting really bored of using this every day. To set this, I'm going to use my Airspun face powder in Natural Neutral. This is my absolute favorite makeup, or drugstore, powder. I just lost my train of thought there. Typical. And this is the Color Evolution Mineral Foundation in Porcelain. I'm using this to set my under eyes and also apply a little bit more coverage because I had a couple of blemishes this day that were just wanting to peek through, and it's covered up really well. As per usual, I'm using the same NYX eyebrow palette in, not brunette, blonde. This is another thing, if you guys have an eyebrow kit that you think I should try, let me know. I've been thinking about getting another pomade by Anastasia, which is probably what I'll do. And then I'm using the matte red from that other NYX palette I use all the time, just to make my eyebrows match my hair a little bit better. Taking a black liner, I'm going to line my waterline. I'm actually going to completely rim my entire eye, but I forgot to show this. And then using a really small brush, I'm using this to smudge out that lower lash line, and this is also going to act as a primer for my next shadow, which is the black eyeshadow that I used on the lid earlier. And then I'm going to apply a light brown underneath. This is just going to help blend out that harshness a little bit better. And taking more half-baked so I can, or since it was kind of blended away, so I want to bring back that intensity. Using my NYX, this is not NYX, this is N.Y.C. My N.Y.C liquid liner. I'm going to use this to create a wing. You don't have to do this step because you typically can't see the liquid liner on the lid after you apply the black shadow, but I can't do not having a wing or any liner, so this is just my personal preference. Now taking this Pixie bronzer, I think this is in summertime. I'm using this to warm up my face and also get that contour on my face started. I guess it's already technically been started with the face, or whatever. Taking the e.l.f. blush and bronzer kit, I'm taking the bronzer side and I'm using that to chisel my cheekbones and blending that out. Now I have the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. I'm using the matte brown to contour my nose because I like this color to contour my nose. And now I'm taking this e.l.f. Studio blush set, or whatever it's called, and I'm taking the matte mauve shade blush. I really like this color for a smoky eye. And now I'm using my Color Evolution bronzer in Hermosa as a highlight. It may be technically a bronzer, but it is so light. It just looks like a bunch of shimmer on your face if you use it everywhere like a bronzer, so. I love how much a contour on your nose comes out more when you use the highlighter. Makes it look. And then curl your lashes if you got flat, straight lashes like this. I don't recommend the Color Evolution mascara. I think it's sucks. And this is a glitter, liquid liner glitter. I got this at Sally's Beauty Supply. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll link it down below. And I'm using this everywhere I had half-baked earlier. I'm just going to bring more glamour and drama to your eyes. Now I am using the Santee lip liner in Coffee, and I'm going to line my lips with this to build it. And then lastly, I'm using the Rimmel London lipstick in Nude Light. For lashes, I don't remember what these are called, but once again I'll have it listed down below. These are just really long and flared out lashes. Might be a bit dramatic for the daytime, but I don't really care. I don't adjust my makeup to the time of day, so I like them. And I'm going to set this all with a makeup setting spray. And I'm applying more mascara because, you know, I have to have more mascara. Can't go without more mascara every day. And oh my god, did I really just leave that on camera? Or leave that on the video? Oh man. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I really like this look a lot. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Any looks you would like to see, let me know. And I hope you guys have a good day. See y'all later. See y'all later.